Welcome back, everybody, to Warriors of the Rainbow Spiritual Guidance YouTube channel. As always, my name is Jason, and I will be your guide. Thank you guys for being here on this journey with me. For all those that are returning, welcome back. I appreciate you guys being here. For those that are new, welcome. If you find this reading, when you find this reading, you are meant to find this reading. These are timeless readings. They are collective readings, so keep that in mind. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I may be talking about you, but also, really be talking about somebody around you. I can only read the energy. I can't always put it to who it goes with. I can use my intuition and my higher self, and it will guide me. But just keep that in mind. You guys, if the messages do resonate with you, I ask you to hit that like button. It does support the channel. It also allows me to tap into your energy. Same with subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. It is a energy transfer. It shows me that you open up that door and it allows me to have access to your energy. If my messages do resonate with you and you'd like to have a private session with Spirit and I am doing a buy one reading, get one reading free. The second reading is lifetime. So no matter when, it could be a year from now, you will be able to access that reading. It's $55. Buy one, get one free. There are limited supplies, so I'm expecting this to be a big hit. There will be first come, first serve basis, and the scheduling will be determined around my schedule when it comes to working another job. If that interests you, go ahead and email me. It's in the description box. You will not regret doing so. Um, yeah, but other than that, let's get into this reading. Thank you guys. I'm sending you so much love and light. So before we get the first house and the second house, so arrival of resources. I feel like money, finances is the focus for many of you right now. You could be a Libra or have Libra in your chart here with this angel of balance and victory. So this energy to me is it's seeming like you're very focused on finances for many of you, but it's about balance. Like spirit's trying to tell you that you're being guided to not give up before the ending, before the finish line. Like don't give up before spirit does the work. A lot of you guys right now could be dealing with the shadow and being overwhelmed and have the tendency to go back and forth from being high vibrational to low vibrational. For example, if you're looking at the world as like the world is against you and the systems are failed and you're projecting that out to you, out there from you, what's actually happening is you're not taking responsibility because you guys, we have created this system. We have, all of us. It is a collective thing. It's not, and you could say, oh, no, I didn't. No, you did. How many lifetimes have you lived? See what I mean? So it's not about everything is working itself out. You are a sovereign being. So you can reprogram the way the source energy goes through your filters and through your body. Balance. It's balance of the masculine, feminine, the intellect, the spiritual mind, right? I'm getting hemi-sync. Some of you guys may be doing that or maybe wanting to look into that. But I'm feeling like it's balance, work-life balance as well for some of you guys. Like you're trying to find a work-life balance. Um, I will say, like, this fulfillment of wishes, this Nine of Cups, that's a very quick energy, and it's also a very wishy-washy energy, and it's something that sometimes doesn't last. It's like quick, like looking for the quick way to get to something. And here's the thing, victory and success takes time, right? And it's all about divine timing. So don't give up because you're not seeing it happen. Because right here in the challenge, it's look, victory, victory, and success, success and growth. The challenge is the success and growth. So I do feel like some of you guys may be trying to leave something before it's time, like not following through with something, right? The word entitlement did pop into my mind. Like it takes action and it takes time, right? So I'm going to give you an example. I just got a new position and we had a community meeting yesterday, right? And I'm not taking much money. I'm barely going to survive. But my rent's going to get paid, my child support's going to get paid, my bills will be paid, right? That's the important part, right? It's not always about the money, you guys. It's about the people that you're going to meet and the resources that come with it. Because if you are just focused right now on becoming the best version of yourself, aligning to your morals and principles, other doors are going to open. So what I feel here is for some of you guys, it's really focused on the money aspect and not seeing that success comes in the long run. And to understand that you've got to stick through something. Sometimes you have to settle when it comes to money to get to where you're supposed to go. And I feel like for some of you guys right here, moving on is the challenge. So you may be thinking about moving on from something that's not time. Like I feel that it's not time. And I'm not telling you what to do. You do you. Also, there may be a challenge for you for single mothers or someone here that's in a relationship. It's funny because I do know two Libras this could be happening here. All right, like you're trying to disconnect from somebody, but you're having trouble doing it. Okay. Um, Also, I'm going to say when it comes to a way of thinking here, like it may be troubling you too. All right. So you may be in a season right now that it may have been a little rough patch, but I'm telling you, it's going to get better. You're being guided. All right. Because look at the first house and the second house. We're going to read this. For the advice, we got a chop wood, which is a broom, like cleaning up, and then a leg up. I'm excited because I don't think I've remembered these cards. So I got a feeling it's going to be a very important message. But we're going to start off with the astrology. We'll go to the first house first. Makes sense, right? First house first. Which I believe Aries, or first house is all about things like coming in. But let's see. All right, first house describes how you enter the world, your first impressions, and your birth of your journey of self-discovery. That's another thing, right? And that's what I was getting to is like, it's funny because the sayings popped in my head before I started this reading and I didn't mention it. I should have wrote it down. Do not start trying to run before you walk, right? Like there's a process to this and stick through it because there's something beautiful coming out at the other end. You're being guided. Remember, like I said, you cannot be mad at anybody but yourself because all your manifestations have came. Okay? You may have missed opportunities because you weren't aware. If you ask for something, it's coming. I gave you guys an example yesterday about how I wrote down a whole manifestation journal about wanting to have my license back, my fines paid, and save up money. Well, then I got rent relief. I got a job right after. I didn't stick into that job because truly it wasn't what my soul wanted, but it was part of what I wanted. So there was like alignment, right? Balance. What is your spirit and what is the spiritual side and the intellect side of your mind want? What are the both sides of your being want, and bring it into balance. All right. You're in a discovery journey. You're going to be this new version of yourself. Yes, it's going to take time to actualize and materialize the way you want it, but it's worth it. Keep moving. If your chart were a village map, the first house would be the gateway and information center. Planets in the first house are just about to rise over the eastern horizon, where the sun would be just before dawn, so we feel them strongly. Action. Take responsibility for how you are perceived. As you walk in the door, assess what you lead with, what your mannerisms, appearance, and signals say. Notice if you lead with charm or prickly defenses, with your mind or heart, or whether you are a versatile, changing your approach to fit the circumstance. Investigate how the first impressions affects your identity and interactions. People read what you put out. Whether you are acting as a business, as a person, or as a couple, it's up to you to ensure that how you present yourself matches your intention. Powerful. That's so true. And that's kind of what I'm getting, right? So don't project the shadow into a situation and cause it to fall apart. And this has something to do with work. Okay, I feel like for some of you guys, something new is coming in, and there's a past energy here that is still like integrating and transmutating, do not carry it with you and put it into this current situation, or you're going to repeat the same result. If you feel misunderstood, look for a misperception, yours or theirs, underneath any tension, and see what can be done to clear this lens. If you strive to be invisible, neutral, or enjoy an air of mystery and play your cards close to the chest, it becomes easier for others to project their assumptions onto you. Consider becoming more transparent and letting your inner worth shine. The first house can also bring with it a surge of temper or strong emotion that rushes to your head like mercury in a hot thermometer. If this happens, bring your awareness back down to your feet. This metaphor also applies to business or project. Leadership may be too strong and the attention needs to be brought back to the boots on the ground. Yeah, it's about like getting rooted. You could be dealing with somebody here who's like, you're becoming triggered and then you're like lashing out because like if I'm gonna hurt, then you have to hurt too. Listen, I used to be the master at that. I ain't gonna lie. Back before I had a spiritual awakening, oh yes, that was me. But I'm telling you, if you are considering yourself on the spiritual path, you have to literally sear that part of you out of that, because I can see that happening, all right? And that is a projection of a shadow of fear, okay, that shouldn't be there. It's not that it shouldn't be there, but it's trying to be removed from your being. Challenge. You are challenged to see beyond the shallowness of appearances. See behind smoke screens and take responsibility for how you are perceived. Yeah, I do feel for some of you guys, you may be like worried too much about others and need to truly worry about what you're doing right now and how you're reacting, okay? Because you are in more control than you believe. If someone's saying something that's triggering you, they're not triggering you, it's you triggering yourself. And that's the root. That's the key. Gift. Evaluate how you interact with the world as the beginning of a journey of self-discovery. Yeah, I feel like for many of you guys, you're really digging deep right now. All right, second house, resources. If your chart were a village map, your second house would hold your bank, museum, and warehouses. It symbolizes where you value, such as your body and your relationship to the material world. The second house also describes a phase of infancy where you're just discovering that you have a body, toes and fingers, and that you can taste and smell. Action. Explore how you feel about money. So many people on the spiritual path have mixed feelings about money, their bodies, and possessions, drawn to abundance and at the same time wrestling with guilt or discomfort around desire. This approach avoidance conflict around the material world can make it hard to focus your efforts, and it may send out mixed messages until the universe doesn't know how to respond to help you. The second house asks you to build a clear and congruent message about your relationship to your resources that you can stand behind with integrity. Matter is our sacred vessel for spirit. Explore your attitude toward your first resource, your own body and sensuality. Look for that place of balance where you honor and respect your physical form as well as the importance of the soul that inhabits it. Invest your energy toward what you value. This is where you can be the resource to others, and this is where you can get paid. Clean up your act in the material world. Clean closets, pay bills, deal with other practical things that might appear mundane, but can be a sacred act of the aligning the soul to the surroundings. Integrity creates a welcoming ground for bounty. Come up with a clear, integrated message to radiate out. Then back up that with action. Remember, I said yesterday, and this is what I'm getting, it's just runoff again. Do not treat the symptom, treat the cause. Okay? If you want more money, right? Say like I'm 37 years old, right? And I was a person in long-term addiction, right? My only way of making money was periods of jobs that I would go, 2 years at a time, right? Mostly 6 months, and then I was hustling the streets, right? Well, I have to figure out where is the root to that. Why do I go job to job to job to job? And what is procrastination, working, effort, right? What that's the cause, right? You have to call that out. And I feel for some of you guys like there is a need to just balance out the spiritual in the material, but to really understand that the material is also the spiritual. Okay? And like there is required action and patience. Maybe you're being test patience right now. right? Maybe you're being tested. Like if you want a financial successful job, you're going to have to be willing to start at the bottom and make your way to the top. You can't just skip, okay? There's no bypass, there's no rushing. And that's what I'm getting here with this success and growth and this moving on, like sticking it to the end. That's what I'm feeling here. All right? Challenge. What you see is not all there is. If you are looking for emotional and spiritual satisfaction in your stuff, it will never be enough because it never quite that itch, scratches that itch. Yeah. So that's another thing too. Don't like, I said it yesterday. Happiness, pleasure is mistaken for happiness. Happiness is not pleasure. If you're finding pleasure in your things, if you're finding pleasure in the material without identifying that that is just a benefit of the hard work that you have done, right? It's not like the give me all, right? If you're looking for material over the spiritual and you're like, putting your value in it, you're going to end up getting hurt in the end. Gift. Your skills, your resources, your interests can all be sacred if you make an offering of your intention and engage your work for the benefit of all sentient beings. Yeah, doing work for the benefit for everybody, right? You do need money in this realm. Unfortunately, it is a requirement. You're going to need it, all right? But I do feel for some of you guys, look at this. This is definitely a revelation. This song right here, the album says Apocalypse, which is a great revealing. So I do feel like there's a lot of things that are being released from you. There is going to be a lot of victory and success coming in your future if you stick it through. All right? Also, pay attention to your dreams. Okay? And, like some of you guys may be still holding on to some sadness too. I just felt that. Like, see it for what it really truly is, okay? Everything is a learning experience. You never lost anything. You've always gained something, all right? All right, let's do the regular tarot, you guys. Look at that. That's a leap of faith. This is somebody who just went through a huge transformation, right? Because the beginning is the end. The end is the beginning. The baggage is the last cycle that this person went through. It learned something. It got illuminated to something, and now it's taken the leap of faith, knowing that it has all the resources and the tools to be successful. It is ready to take that journey with emotional balance. I've already pre-shuffled this, so I'm just going to shuffle it 3 times. 55% on my phone tells me changes are coming. This is a huge cycle here. Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, guardians, ascended masters, all higher light energies, please show the beautiful collective, anyone that sees this message, Spirit, what they need to see. Anyone that sees this message, Spirit, what they need to see. Look at that. Magician. See what I mean? You do. You have all the resources. You have all the knowledge. You have all the wisdom. It's now time to use it. To bring it into balance and use it. Action will be required. Fire. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. So this landed out sideways here. I guess I'm gonna take it like that. Inability to change. So I feel like something you were holding on to was stopping you from moving on. Again, this is sideways again. Okay. All these are landing in reverse, dude. Some of you guys have a lot of Pisces in your chart here. Okay. See what I mean? I don't know why this has moved up so far, but whatever. All right. Hopefully you guys can see this. So right here at the bottom of the deck is a Page of Pentacles. This is what I'm talking about. This is what it feels like. It's about some type of investment, investing your energy somewhere and to stick it through, okay? I do see that right now this is a huge transformation process is Scorpio season. There is a death and a rebirth. Okay, you are shedding and letting go of the old. There's also like not holding on so tightly to money here. And some of you guys may be selling a lot of your possessions or something here to make room. Okay, and this to me is like you're getting rid of a lot of that inner stuff that you've carried here. This Ace of Pentacles, it landed out sideways here. Okay, so for some of you guys, you may have been like focused on the lack of money. Okay, you may be fearing that you're not having enough money. Like that may be your focus instead of understanding like are you do you have enough? Like are you taken care of? Because I feel like in this cycle right now, this transformation, this self-discovery, it's not about it's not all about money. And if you're focused on this as your value, then you're going to miss so much because you're going to repeat the same patterns. You're going to find yourself getting stuck in the same situations and going back if that's your focus. And this is kind of what I'm seeing here is like you may not be happy in a relationship, but the money, the comforts that come with another relationship outweigh your desire. So you're like kind of like wanting to sacrifice something to keep into that. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. And like spirit's telling you like that's you're not having faith. Faith. That's the word is faith. And like listen, you're not going to start a new job and get the highest salary possible. It's not going to happen, especially if you don't have, you know, a good resume and coming from all these other places. If you're starting like me, I'm a person in recovery. Yes, I have some really good references and a really good resume. I mean, I have good jobs that I've had, good paying jobs, right? You know, selling cars and things like that. But I didn't stick it through. My history is off on, right? Well, I now had to take a job that gets me in the door and it connects me to people that have the same ideas and values. Yes, the money is, I'm going to barely survive for some time, but it's not about that. And Spirit has showed me that you're being guided. Trust me. I know what I'm doing to you. Okay? And I feel like for some of you guys, you're almost kind of stopping yourself out of fear. Okay? And Spirit's telling you to release this. These two cards come next together. It's talking about releasing, putting your value in material things. Because you're not going to feel fulfilled. Okay? Like, money is not the win all. Don't chase material gain, chase experience. Okay? I feel for some of you guys, you need to, like, there's a discontent energy here with this hangman in reverse. It's telling me that you're feeling discontent, and there's also like these negative patterns here that are stopping you from getting this success. With this card here, this 3 Wands, it's talking about like, listen, you have an opportunity here to really put into action what you've learned and what Spirit has showed you. Or you can return, right? This is returning back to the old ways, okay? And for some of you guys, you may do that. But I feel like if you're hearing this message, Spirit's really telling you to connect, right? Why are you doing things in the first place? What was the motive? Like, I feel for some of you guys, you had all this confidence in yourself and in Spirit here. And then because like all these challenges, like quote unquote, they're not. Because if you understand that Spirit's with you, nothing's challenging. You're like returning back. Okay? I mean, what's under here? The Empress, see? Taking action, knowing. Because look. See, look at this. You got to invest in this knowing that you're going to be successful. You're going to have to take action with enthusiasm, right? What does Lao Tzu say? Like make the job not like it's not a job, it's an act like of fun, right? Make the most mundane activities a way of service, a way of fun and beauty. Because this energy right here is saying, like, act from this energy, invest in this energy, and know, right? Keep that childish, like, ready to experience because, look, you are being guided. I'm telling you, do not give up. Do not go, like, there. See what I mean? Don't give up. It's about patience. All right? Some of you guys could be dealing with a person named Joey. I don't know, that's just coming through here. All right, let's read the advice, and then I'll do the angel answer. So we got chop wood, and then we got a leg up. We're going to start off with this chop wood. All right, number 42, being grounded in everyday experience. Humility, ooh, important. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. What was I just saying? Right? Don't focus on the money, man. It's about these simple things and following through and changing the way you perceive the world from within you, right? If you want to be successful, you have to change the habits that got you to be unsuccessful. If you want to be financially abundant, you have to change the cause that made you not financially abundant. This is what Spirit's telling you. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to be nurtured, leaving it to nature, takes its course in an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you to a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which brings you ever closer to what you seek. It is repeating what I'm talking about. And I haven't even read these cards, you guys. I just can't make it up, man. Relationship message. Nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when the everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. This is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple, just to be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. I'm going back to this like money thing, man. And we're going to read prosperity message. We'll see what it says. Prosperity message. Now is the time to take small steps rather than larger leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greater plan for life as life you aspire to see manifest into reality. Chop wood, carry water, as a Zen proverb advises, or wash dishes, walk the dog. While you're doing all that, Spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. Right, living in the now, man. You know, like I said, it really feels about this money thing here going on with, you know, and I only know this and it's brought into my awareness because it totally makes sense. Like, okay, we look at the world and we're transmuting this because in the Christian Bible Belt, right, they tell us that everybody that has money and who is successful is evil, right? They are liars and cheaters and they play the system and no, no. You have to understand if you want to be very rich, what it takes to get there. This wishy energy here, this fulfillment of wishes, that's not how. It takes action. It takes action. It takes 10 of Pentacles, right? This 9 of Cups is saying like, I'm looking for the quick way to get something and trying to bypass it, but you can't. Protection message. Are you an armchair astronaut? Do you dream of wealth and fame, big ideas, inventions, or desires with a capital D? The appearance of this card is a sign that you might be devoting far too much time to dreaming and talking about your dreams. You have to get out of the chair to make things happen. You actually have to do something. Start with a small task. Remember, the big dream becomes reality only after you have begun to take incremental steps. Methodologist Joseph Campbell once said, take one step towards the gods, and they will take 10 steps towards you. And that's what I'm saying. And I swear it, I did not read these cards. This is just intuitive reading. I have an ability. I'm not making it up. wishy-washy energy. And I'm just as guilty, and I'm transmuting that right now. I realize that I have to be proactive in my life. I have to start. It's not about like treating the symptom. Okay, I'm not confident, so I'm just going to start acting confident. I'm just going to lie. I'm going to fake it till I make it. Instead of really finding, okay, so why am I not confident? What would be the reason for that? Oh, well, when I was childhood, this, right? Okay, so now how do I remove that? Treat the cause, not the effect. Remember, it takes action, it takes time. You have to keep working towards a goal. All right, let's see the a leg up. 34. Essential meanings: receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. Wow. The Oracle's message: you've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with you who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in all areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is a such time. So I'm getting like you may be like having this new offer or like a new job like I did, right? And it may not be like the big money, but it's not about that. And I'm telling you, like, work with this people, resources, treat everybody as a resource. You don't know where this one opportunity is going to lead you, but if you give up and go back to the old, you're going to miss that opportunity. Relationship message: relationships that are healthy thrive on interdependence. It's important to recognize that you need others as much as they need you. You must allow people to support you, just as you are there for them. This is the time to be vulnerable, to speak up about your needs, and to ask for them to be fulfilled. Trust, you will be met with kindness and love. Don't expect others to read your mind, though. Ask, and it is given. For some of you that are in a relationship, you cannot expect somebody. Expectations, right? Well, I expect this person to treat me this way because we've been together. They should know what I feel, right? But then the whole relationship, you haven't expressed yourself to that person. You have to communicate. All right. It's like I seen this perfect example yesterday where like a person I work with, I was at our staff meeting and they were talking about people bumming cigarettes off them and that they didn't know what to do and how to stop it. Well, it's simple. Say no. Right? It's not about, oh, what can you guys do to make this stop? It's about it that's happening because you have a problem with saying no and setting firm boundaries. You see what I mean? So it's take action. Prosperity message. Now is a perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in a position where you just can't do it all yourself anymore. Time to bring on those who can help you you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so you can take steps toward your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. That's it. So, like, I'm feeling for some of you guys who started a new job, right? You need to advocate for yourself. All right. If like you're working too many hours and you have a family and like, and speak that. Talk about how you need to alter your schedule. You know, if you feel like you're not making enough money, express that. But listen, your job, what you're putting in, has to match what you're about to ask. All right. But there is a lot of help. Okay. Protection message. Are you always insisting on doing everything yourself? Do you have little faith that help will come? Convinced that the burden of the world is doomed to remain on your shoulders. Your beliefs about going at it alone need to be discarded, as they do not serve you at all. Let others help you. Yes, it will make you feel vulnerable to admit you need a helping hand, but to be vulnerable is good, for you have a lesson to learn. You must let someone else assist. You can't do life all by yourself. Once you shift your expectations, you will be amazed by how quickly help arrives to give you a leg up. How you're receiving help, okay? What like your expectations too. Like I said, it's mostly what I'm getting here is expecting, six-figure salary when you've done 3 weeks of work. You know what I mean? Like, there is going to be help, and that's what's coming in. I feel like this is happening. You're being guided, and another opportunity is going to come out of this opportunity, but you have to stick it through. Okay. Also, if you're like a single parent and the father is in their kid's life, you need to communicate about your struggles, and without sticking a boundary, but expressing yourself, right? Like, single mothers have it hard, and I am guilty of during my active use, like, not being there for my child. And now I see that, and I carry that weight. I had to release it, which I have, and that's why I'm like, okay, it's not about money, it's about taking care of this and take care of this and doing the right thing, so that in the future, the next step, I can make more money, right? Building the skills, building up momentum. Okay, get out of this wishy-washy and understand, like, yes, it's okay to wish and want and have dreams, but you have to take action. All right, let's do the angel answers and close out this reading. So if you guys have any questions you want to ask the cards, go ahead. Time is now. If you have a time-related question, a yes or no question, all right, pause the video if you need to and meditate on what question you want to ask. All right, and then hit play again. But this is the time to ask. And remember, these are collective readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Spirit, guides, angels, ancestors, guardians, ascended masters, all higher light energies, please show the collective, anyone that comes across this message here, what they need to see. Please answer their questions, Spirit. 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 One more shuffle. Oh, wait. See? I'm getting, like, right there. Don't make a dumb choice and, like, disappear right now. Like, keep going. Don't give up. A year from now. So, see, this may be something you're going to have to stick through for a year. But it's going to be worth it, I'm telling you. Within the next few weeks. Ooh, so if you asked, some of you guys are asking time-related questions, but here's the thing, like, I mean, obviously you are, because this is coming out. One more. Not the right time. See, wait, not the right time. You got to keep going, man. I'm telling you, like, that's what I feel. You don't have to listen to me. You can do whatever. And ask your angel. See, the thing is, you are getting advice and you know what to do. But if you're not tapping into the right side of your mind, the feminine spiritual side, and you're really making all intellectual side decisions in your left side, you're going to get into that worry, doubt, and fear energy. All right? So ask. You're going to get advice. You are getting advice. I'm telling you. A lot of you guys are going to resonate with this because you are getting advice. But this is what I got for you guys. I truly appreciate you all. I want you all to know that. I really, really appreciate you guys coming to this channel and, allowing me to speak my truth and guide you. I do have a lot of information that I get from, the energy of the collective, and I'm here to help. And I'm also, with humility, there's times where I've spoke from the ego, but you guys got to understand too, readers can go from higher to lower because of the people that are coming to the channel. Everybody's at a different spot. So I try to see it from all these different aspects. Sometimes it will resonate with you. Sometimes it won't. But this message is for everybody, to be honest with you. But yeah, you guys, if you'd like to book a private session, remember, I have a buy one, get one free, $55. You buy one reading, you get one free. It's just like this. Okay? That's amazing. It also comes with my channeling abilities and my psychic abilities. I meditate. I get a lot of insight, you guys. You won't regret it. No, not one person has said my readings have not resonated with them. So Just think about it. If that's something you like to do, email me. Okay, there are limited supplies, so I hope to hear from you guys. Also, if the message resonates, please hit the like button, you guys. It helps the channel grow, helps me get out there. Comment too, you guys. Comments also. The algorithm works on comments, likes, and things like that. I invite you to also to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you get notified. Remember, you guys, you are a divine being guided by the higher self that's within you. Do not give up. Balance, action, and the spiritual, intellectual mind. Action is required. Take the steps that are needed. Don't give up before the miracle happens. From my sacred heart to your sacred heart, I'm sending you so much love. Namaste.